We are streaming now, by the way.
Okay. Did you guys not finish that? I thought you were talking about going to the lava one.
No, remember you like I disabled the trap but then but somebody had defeated the statues or something, and then
we didn't defeat the statues. We were about to fight them.
Defeat the statues.
Okay.
We're about to fight them. You disabled the trap on the pedestal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I adjust that off the pressure plate on the floor.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Your weight did it. George did not. He's too lightweight.
George just jauntily skipped through everything. Was like, "Can I have that?" No, okay. And
then Shayna made that joke about you being fat. It was awesome.
Would you stop? I made no joke. I hate you.
Oh, she was serious. It was no joke.
Oh, right. I thought it was a joke. Apparently, she was serious.
Mad. Everybody, stop.
Okay. So when last we left the party, you were exploring in Shalambi's shrine. Not that you know whose shrine it is, because nobody's read any of the Omer scripts. But yes, you have some golems that have spears that have awakened and are leveling their weapons at some of the party, and Hulk as well as Willow have been working up trying to get to the cube box in the pedestal itself.
Yes.
You disabled the trap, and you do have a canister of some sort of poison, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I don't think I rolled well enough to know anything other than I think this is poison, and now I have it.
Are we not on the map, or am I looking at the wrong thing?
You're looking at the wrong thing.
Might be looking at the wrong thing. You might need to...
We're second from the left.
Mm-hmm. Second from the left.
Top row, second column.
I see the Wolf Brothers.
Yeah, go for the wolves. That's where to go. They were my marker too, so I was zooming around. Yeah, those ones.
Okay, so we'll start back off.
I'm small. Got it.
Yeah, you're just smaller than he is.
I'm not as dumb as Shayna said I was.
I swear to God.
Okay, we'll start with Jor.
And how wide is the holes for the grid that's on top here?
So, Jor, you were probably small enough to squeeze through it, but none of your companions are.
Awesome.
Oh, I'm not either.
Well, you might be.
There's a lot of tiny people in our group now.
I was going to say, how tall is true. I actually don't remember them.
That is a very good question.
I think I am 3'2" and 40 pounds, apparently. I don't know. I rolled it at random. Apparently, I'm very small.
You might actually have to do an acrobatics or athletic check then to squeeze through.
Okay.
But it's close.
Thus far I don't have a reason because Jor hasn't said anything. I was just curious.
All right. Yeah. So, Jor, you had shadow stepped up to the top, if I remember right.
Yes, and I did that because it was timed. It was 8 o'clock, and I just to get myself out of the way because I thought you guys were going to keep playing. Now I don't want that.
Damn it.
Okay.
He had a pang of conscience. He was gonna run for it, but then he's like, "Oh, maybe."
Well, Jor doesn't want to stay down there with him. But Jor, if he could fit through the grate, he will jump back down there, I guess right there, and proceed to hit this one right here.
Which one?
This one right here.
Okay. Yeah, that hits. That's definitely a crit. Okay.
Did we have an initiative from last time? No.
Yes.
Yes, we do.
Oh, there's the tracker. Never mind. I said nothing.
Okay. And let's 15. Okay.
All right, and then I'm going to extra attack hit it again for 11 points.
So, yeah, that still hits. And your hits are magical, so that doesn't take an effect. Go on.
Can I run back up the wall and still fit through the grate?
I'm going to need you to do an acrobatics check to see if you're able to make it to the other side, but you can certainly try.
I will try because I don't want to be down there for very long.
And remind me, you have the ability that they can't take opportunity attacks, correct?
Against the one I hit, so 2 of them will still get attack of opportunities on me.
Thank you.
Where is Derek?
14.
That's a good point.
So that's not quite enough. You do make it up to the grate and you're squeezing yourself through, but you're not quite all the way through.
How high is it up?
So it's 15 feet. So I would say you'd be able to use the rest of your movement because you have a shit ton of movement, if I remember right.
Yeah.
You just don't have any extra on the other side.
Yeah. I mean, as long as I get up.
Yeah, you
get it. Yeah. And then you could make your 2 attacks.
Will do. Okay, so first attack. Does a 27 hit?
Yeah. Just a little bit. These things have plus 13. Jesus.
29 points of damage for the first one.
Awesome.
Second one, does a 20 hit?
Yeah.
Okay. 24 points of damage on the second one.
All right.
Okay.
And I'm going to be like, guys, it's bad down there.
Holcomb, you are next.
Okay, if I remember right, we disabled this trap, and is there anything else in here? Just trap door, right? And we disabled it, and
I think the 4 stars were the slots where those.
were the statues.
Yeah, the statues.
Yeah, where the statues that are missing their weapons.
Yeah.
Right.
You haven't gotten the box yet. The box is still receded into the pedestal that you've disabled the trap from.
Okay, I'll grab the box then.
Okay, you are going to have to use your action to kind of tear apart the pedestal.
That's fine.
Okay. You are able to get to the box itself, which, if you want me to describe it,
That would be good.
I have to find that page, all the pages. I'm sorry. So this one does have the icon of one of those jaguars with the tentacles on its back on each of the sides.
Okay. I'm gonna hold it up. I'm like, brother, Askram, I found a thing. Is this what we were looking for?
I have no idea. You're the clever one.
Yeah, I really wasn't paying attention during the planning session of this.
Just sitting.
If it's
I'm
not
just
bolted
sitting
down,
there.
take it. We'll figure it out later.
Okay. I pocket it.
Okay. Is there anything else you would like to do on your turn?
I don't think I can get down to help the warg out, so I guess I will go 5, 10. I'll just use my movement to go over the grate and start cheering on the warg.
All right. That brings us to...
Probably look at Askrim and I'm like, 10 gold on the warg.
That brings us to Usiku.
Okay.
Just enjoy that name. Usiku.
We are confused, little one. Are we fighting or not? I'll do it myself. And then I will go into a rage. And when he does that, his red eyes will turn a deep, dark maroon color, and his tail will elongate and become segmented. Well, wait, actually, let me ask. How deep is this pit? Like, how far down are it?
I think I said 15 feet. It's big enough for you to fit in there, but there's not a whole lot of room above your head.
Okay. Okay. What a creature with 10-foot reach, could it hit the heads of these things
Yes.
if they were up above?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. That's what I thought. Yeah. So that's what's happening. His tail grows longer and segmented, and then now ends in and the hair kind of melds in with the rest of the tail, and it now ends in a long point.
Okay.
And then I will try to bite that guy.
Okay. Okay, that does hit.
Okay.
Is your bite attack magical?
That it is.
Okay, thank you.
And then I will try to claw that guy.
Okay.
And miss.
All right.
And then I will unleash. Oh, go ahead.
I was going to roll the strength save to see if you knock him down.
Oh, on the bite, yeah.
Yeah. Looks like he's okay.
Yeah, he's okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that would have mattered because that would have had advantage and it would have hit then if that's okay. And then I will unleash unleash incarnation and make a tail attack straight down on that guy from up here.
Okay.
He'll turn around and just straight down. And probably miss.
Yep, that one misses.
Okay. So that's what I do. I am raging, but that's what I do.
Okay. Estrum, you are up next.
I'm up next.
Mhm.
I will join my brother at the edge of the pit and look down, and I will quite gallantly say, taking your bets, everybody here, get your bets in on the warg. And then I will use that to inspire him to greatness for a D8 inspiration dice on his next turn.
Okay.
Cool.
And
that will be my turn.
All right. It is now the first gladiator's turn, which is the one that Jor had actually attacked. Now Jor is up above, and wouldn't be able to hit that. So it is going to go ahead and make 2 melee attacks against the warg, because I believe you're the only one down there right now.
I am. We are.
Yep.
We are about to get. Oh yeah, that hits.
Okay.
Yeah, they have a plus 13. It's kind of hard to miss.
31 points on the first attack.
What type of damage?
So this should be slashing damage. Now this is non-magical.
Like it's halved, right?
Right, it is halved, so it should only be 15 points.
Well, even magical would get halved.
Right. Okay.
Raging.
Bludgeoning, slashing, piercing damage always gets halved. So.
Right. So only 15 points for the first one. Second attack, it's a 30 to hit. For 13 half, which is 6 points of damage.
Okay. Ouch. Okay.
And then we come to this next clay golem, which is this one. Now, Jor is actually up top, so I'm going to shift these 2 icons' positions because this one's going to step forward, and Jor would actually be sitting up here on this ledge. Now, this one is going to actually turn and look up where Jor and Spider.
George.
and it's going to go ahead, and this gas comes pouring out of its mouth in a 15-foot cone, just hitting both of you up at the top.
Hey,
I need,
rude.
yeah. Now, I believe Spider is immune to poison, and I don't remember if Jor is.
Jor is immune to poison.
Okay, so this poison wafts over both of you, but neither one of you take any damage.
Thank
It's
God
like
I'm a level 10 monk.
Yeah, it's this really nasty golem breath, as though it was sitting in a tomb for hundreds of years.
He's a tic tac.
I was gonna say, so I would have a piece of gum.
Which brings us to the next one, which would be this one right over here, who is going to go ahead and also make its attacks against poor Warg. Only one down there, I'm sorry. 24
Yeah, that hits.
28 halved should be 14.
14.
And then
Okay.
second one, 19 to hit.
Yeah, that hits too.
Okay. For 29 halved, so 14 points of damage again.
Okay.
How hurt is Uzi right now?
I don't know.
On a scale of 1 to like
100.
100.
If you had to put a numerical value on it.
What is your hit points at? What do you look like?
We are sometimes black and sometimes blue, and we are sometimes both, and we are sometimes red and blue. We are right.
Ashenweir and Spider are next.
All right. So Spider is going to restrain his pseudo-dragon handler from going down there because that looks really dangerous. However, I will rain some arrows down there. Which one blew smoke at us?
That would be this one right here.
I'm going to put an arrow in his head.
Okay. That hits.
That's a crit because I was shooting with advantage.
Okay.
So it's weird. It didn't roll damage. Hang on a
You have to
second.
click on the bold face advantage sharpshooter sneak attack.
I knew that. I say that every time. So is that the crit?
Yeah, that's the crit.
Yeah.
So that's 35 plus 8, so 43
43.
plus.
That's that much lightning.
51, 57 damage for that hit.
Apparently, I just need to make an archer for my next character. Bogus.
Yeah, sharpshooter kind of creates interesting issues.
That was
Okay.
hit number 1.
Okay.
Let's go for hit number 2. Let's see. So this is, I'm going to use sharpshooter again, but I didn't set up a macro for not sneak attack. So, oh, and I forgot sneak attack. There we go. Okay, so 22, does that hit?
Yep, that still hits.
And let me just manually roll the damage here. Let's see, it is roll 1d8 plus let's see, it's 2, 5, 10. Did you
Okay.
need the lightning separated out? I didn't think that.
Not with this one. Had I needed it, then on the first one I would have mentioned something regarding like something that your character would see. But it seems to be doing effective damage. The golem, because it was still looking at you, was just kind of still looking at you with that blank expression on its face. Is there anything else you would like to do?
No, that'll do it.
Okay.
Blank expression and 2 arrows on its face.
Okay, it is the last golem. And it is going to go ahead and turn towards Spider up top. And you've never, I don't know if any of you have ever seen a golem try to jump, but it is actually going to try to jump and stab Spider in the face. So it's going to have disadvantage on these 2 attacks because it's totally not used to doing that. Does a 21 hit?
Yes.
Okay. So you take 25 points on that first attack.
Okay. Do I have an ability for that?
You should have evasion.
And dodge.
Yeah,
So
you should
what
have.
does my reaction do to have the first one? So
So that would be 12 points then.
okay.
The second one does a 19 hit.
Yes.
So that's 21 more points of damage.
Okay. 33 total.
Yes. Okay, Willow.
Yes. Okay. I'm going to go over here and yell down. Lucy, do you want some company, or do you think you'll be able to get out?
You do not need to ask us twice. We heard you the first time. We
Well,
can
you
get
didn't
out whenever we
respond.
want.
You didn't respond, which is rude, but okay. And I'll stay where I am.
Wasn't my
And-
turn. I couldn't
I know,
respond.
it's okay. No, you called me out first. That's your fault. Let's see. This one's been damaged already. Yes.
Yes, it has.
Okay. Then I'm shooting, and should have advantages within 5 feet.
Yes, so you don't have advantage, but if you hit, you're going to get sneak attack because Uzi's within 5 feet of it.
Right.
So unfortunately, a 17 does not hit.
What am I thinking of?
You do have that inspiration die from last week still.
Yes.
Oh my God, you're right.
I whispered it earlier, but I just figured I'd remind you.
Oh, I didn't get a whisper. Oh, sorry. Okay. Does a 19 hit?
It does not.
Aw. Oh,
Your inspiration dice is not a 1d4.
Right.
oh, what is it?
So
You-
1d8, I believe.
Would you like to re-roll that?
Yeah, do you want me to just re-roll the whole thing or just add another d4?
Just roll a 1d8, like the whole thing.
That's
Uh,
20.
Yes, a 20 does hit.
Okay. God. There we go. So we're warming up.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Or 25.
Okay, and which weapon are you using?
I'm using Whisper, so it's if it makes a difference, maybe. Oh well, actually, I'm not. I don't suppose I count as hidden from up here. Probably not, right?
No, you don't.
Because yeah. So, standard short bow.
Okay.
Damage then.
All right, so when you hit it, you notice that even though you hit a solid hit, and you know from like aiming that should have hit something important,
Mhm.
it doesn't respond at all. It doesn't seem like it did any damage.
Okay.
Despite the fact that you feel like that really should have done
Mhm.
something.
Something.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, in that case, I cannot do anything else unless I can try and like duck back and hide behind him. Technically, I can try and just be real short, so I'm going to try and hide here.
Okay. Okay.
Hiding behind his legs.
Jor.
All right. Awesome. Well, now that Jor has his bonus action, he's a little bit happier. So he's going to run back around, jump back down, and he's going to hit this one again. Try to.
Mm-hmm.
23.
Yep, that hits.
For 9, and then extra attack. Ooh, another crit.
Ooh, very nice.
Chris has his cheats in.
He's had them all.
Share, please.
Okay.
And then he is going to bonus action shadow step back up.
Okay. Holcomb.
Okay. Is this map to scale with the bars so I could actually drop through this grate if I wanted to?
Well, so I described it that both Jor and possibly Willow.
Cookie.
Okay, so it's not to scale. It's actually a grate.
Yeah.
It's just on the map they would be like 5 feet apart. So that would be like super easy to walk through. Okay. That kind of sucks, but I can still get to where I'm going. It's just I can barely get there. Okay, and I have to use a 3rd level spell to do it. So I'm going to fish out of my pocket 10 gold, hand it to Excrum, and a black jelly bean, pop it in my mouth, and cast haste on myself. And then run all the way down here.
Okay.
And punch the one that I can actually punch.
Okay.
With my haste action, so I only get 1 attack on this.
Are you gonna punch me?
What? No, I'm not gonna punch you. Thunder punch. I'm assuming 16 misses.
Yep, 16 misses.
Okay, that's my turn.
Okay. Usaku.
Okay. So I will try to bite this one, that blue gross stuff all over the place.
Okay.
I'm going to reckless attack this time. I should have done that last time and I forgot.
Uh, 26 hits.
Okay. 16 magical piercing
Mm-hmm.
and a DC 13 save.
Right, thank you for reminding me. 17.
Yeah, that makes it.
Okay.
Okay. And then I will make a claw attack. 15 probably misses.
Yep, 15 misses.
Okay. Then I will bonus action. We have been damaged enough. We will switch with us. And I'll do that. And then I will unleash incarnation, and this guy will try to bite that thing.
Okay.
Transpositional
26
Yep, that hits.
for only 11.
only.
Okay. Eskrim.
Eskrim will, having noted this transpositional hijink, will look at the now up on his level warg and say, I'm counting the two of you as the same for the matter of this bet, but for now take some respite before rejoining the crew, and then I'm going to cast Healing Word upon him. Level 2. So, eight healed points for you, good sir.
Okay. Sweet. Thank you.
You are welcome, and that will be my turn.
Okay. It is now this golem's turn, who, having only one target really, is going to attack your shadow, Usaku. 22 to hit on the first one.
Oh, yeah. Well, and it's got advantage on me and it. Well, no, actually, it doesn't have advantage on it. It just has advantage on me. But yeah, that hits. And it doesn't matter. It's only got 1 hit point.
Okay.
So it disappears.
All right, I'll just shift it off to the side.
Yeah.
Okay, and now that that one is dispersed, it is going to move 10 feet forward to Holcomb and attempt with its second attack to hit for 31.
That actually hits.
Okay. For 23 points of damage.
And I have to make a con save.
I'm pretty sure these things just don't miss. That's what I'm
It's
fearing.
actually really hard to hit, man.
Yeah, they're ridiculous.
Have they missed at all?
She's using your cheat codes, Chris. You should know the answer to that question.
Yeah. I
think
didn't tell her how to do it.
I'm pretty sure they missed Spider once.
No, I have the damage once.
No, by the way, they barely hit. If they had rolled in 17, I could have shielded, and my AC would be 31 with shield.
Yeah. The only thing that they managed to do poorly was blow poison on 2 people who can't be poisoned.
Yeah. Anyways, I made my save, which is good because otherwise I'd have some issues. So.
Yep. All right. It is now the next golem's turn. Who first? That was the one that breathed poison. Gonna see if that recharges, and it does not. It is going to go ahead and move 10 feet here.
Okay.
And attempt to hit you.
Okay.
Nope, that's the wrong thing.
Fuck. That's a crit.
For 34 points of damage.
Yep.
Second attack.
It wasn't as
Give
bad
me a
as I thought it was
second
gonna be.
because things matter.
Okay.
Jesus. Okay, and now I have to make a save. I'm good. Okay.
29 to hit.
Shield.
Okay. It is now the next one's turn, who is going to turn up to Eskrim and attempt to blow.
Don't you have a 24 AC?
I have haste on, which adds 2 to my AC, so that brings me 31. Cool. That's why if I lose the Constitution,
and ridiculous,
I'm fucked. Because I don't get to take my next turn.
Yeah.
So.
Oh wow.
It's going to go ahead and turn up and attempt to hit Eskrim with the poison blast. Eskrim, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw unless you are also immune to poison.
I don't believe that I am. Let's see. I don't think so. Nope.
Okay.
Apparently, I am quite poisoned.
All right. So you take.
Why can't I shield against that?
49 points of poison damage.
Why would you do that to the fragile one?
These things are so bad.
Oh boy. Golly.
Yeah. So you take that much.
Could be worse. We could be locked in a small room with them.
It's true.
If I'm not allowed to give her ideas, neither are you, Travis.
It is now Ash and Spider's turn.
All right.
You realize we have the fucking box too. Like we could just stop this.
I don't know that we can.
Okay.
No, we could totally just leave.
Oh yeah, I could just pacify the crap out of them, and we could all walk away. But, you know.
Okay. I was in the middle of changing my macros here. I'm not quite finished with it, so I'm going to drop another sharpshooter arrow on the first one. I'll add the sneak attack damage separately.
Okay. So
25.
is that which one? Is it this one that you're trying to hit?
No, I'm going to shoot the one right underneath me.
Okay, that does hit.
So 23 damage on that hit. And then I'll add the sneak attack. Plus 7 more for sneak attack.
Only 3d6? Oh, that's right. You multi-class with
Only
green.
half a rogue. All right.
Okay.
And then I will drop another of the same with a crit. Thank you, Chris.
All right, everyone, just start taking the dodge action. Travis.
29, 36 damage.
Okay.
There you go.
How hurt are these things?
We haven't killed one.
You haven't killed one. The one that's taken the most damage, which I think is the one right in front of you, doesn't even look like it's gotten halfway damaged yet.
Okay.
Like you can see pits and chunks gotten knocked
If
off.
I- If I move out of its reach, I'm going to do it anyways because I've got.
He had to jump to hit you.
I'll just disengage.
Okay, so you don't need to disengage
Okay.
because, like Tucker said, to be able to hit you up there, it had to jump, which might have been potentially very humorous to see for anyone watching. But you're not actually in direct melee with it. It had to go expend extra energy to try to get to you.
Gotcha. Thanks.
Mm-hmm. All right, it is now the last Clay Gladiator's turn. Clay. And it's going to attempt to jump up and hit Jor.
You're dead.
And it does have disadvantage on this. Does a 19 hit?
Yes.
I think that one's wrong too. That is definitely wrong. 22 points of damage.
All right.
And then it is going to attempt to hit you a second time. Again with disadvantage. Does a 20 hit? Yes. Yes, it does. For 18 more points of damage on it.
There's just something about the total lack of pause in that. You didn't does it hit? Yes, it does.
All right.
Very good.
Willow, you're up.
Sorry.
Huh?
Since I stealth, do I qualify as hidden if I were to shoot any of them actually? But mostly, this was the one that was hurt the most, right?
No, the one that's hurt the most is right over here, but from where you're standing,
Yeah.
You'd have disadvantage on the attack because you'd be firing over kind of Eskrim's hip, and it's 15 feet down.
Firing
Eskrim's very skinny though, so that'll help.
I was thinking I'd fire through his legs, but would it help?
Okay. If you're going to fire through, I'm going to go with it. Go ahead and fire through his legs.
Yeah. With
So
since I'm hidden. Oh,
Yep.
but I'm hidden.
Yeah, so a 20 hits.
Okay. Yay. And then this is not piercing now.
What is it then?
Now it's psychic.
Okay.
I don't know if that'll be any better, but she saw that her normal arrow didn't work, so we're trying this one.
Okay. So as that hits, you do see it kind of hold its head, and it kind of makes this guttural sound.
Guys, I gave it a headache. And then, I need to do a check to see if I can continue hiding.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, back behind his legs.
Jor, you are up next.
God damn it. This is terrible. Do they any of them look like they're particularly bad?
So the one that looks the worst is here, and it looks like it has chunks taken out of it, but it still seems to be going pretty strong.
I mean,
Yeah.
we're literally in the third round of combat right now, and we haven't been focused firing at all. So
And your wizard's missing. Pretty sure he'd love to drop a fireball in there, but he's not.
and they have a
whoa,
plus 13
hey.
to attack, which the maximum you can get in 5e is a plus 16. So there's that.
I would have
Hitting
dropped,
us with a fireball.
would have like activated and dropped that mystery poison that I got, but since they were spitting poison, Willow's pretty sure that that probably wouldn't do anything for them.
And it's like they're inanimate. Well,
Yeah, exactly.
they're inanimate objects. So
Animate.
Well,
Animate.
I don't think Jor wants to be down there anymore. He's
understandable.
really hurt. Yes.
Yeah, maybe
Really?
stop being down there then.
Huh?
Stop being down there then. Come on upstairs.
Well, I was up here. This is the thing, and it's no better up here. So he wants to be further away. So he's going to come and hide behind Spider.
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
Okay.
Run away! Run away! Run away!
Don't worry, Jor, I'll protect you.
Thank you.
All right. Holcomb.
Okay, Holcomb's going to, first of all, he's going to use his bonus action to activate his armor. So his armor starts healing a lot of the damage, which translates to he gets to use his bonus action to give himself 10 temporary hit points. He is then going to, for his standard action, going to take the dodge action. So he's going to start like going to a boxer stance. And then his haste action, he's going to attack the one right in front of him.
Okay.
And he looks like he's having the time of his life. But 19 misses, I'm pretty sure.
Yep, 19
Because I
misses.
can't roll, but still.
All right. Usiku.
Okay. So I would like to spin around. He's going to come around here, and he's going to try to use that long tail to reach down, kind of grab and push this guy this direction.
Okay. So I guess that would be
Opposed athletics.
opposed.
It's just doing a shove.
Yep. So opposed athletics. And
Which I'm still raging, so I.
all right. So you definitely are able to push it back against the wall.
Okay. Then using his bonus action, he drops this guy in here. I just needed room to put him somewhere. And then his second attack, he'll try to bite through this guy.
Yep, that misses.
19 misses, right?
Right.
Okay. And then I will unleash Incarnation again and try to bite this guy. I'm doing this reckless.
Okay.
27?
Yep, that hits. And so you're doing that on the one you pushed against the wall or the one in the middle? Okay.
The one that I pushed against the wall.
Okay.
Man, I cannot roll damage for crap.
Okay.
And he gets to make a strength save that he'll make.
Yes. It is prone.
Hey, he failed!
Yeah, it failed. That one is prone.
They finally failed something.
Finally failed something. Cool.
Is there anything else you'd like to do?
No, that's my turn.
Okay. Eskrim.
Eskrim is first going to bonus action Misty Step because he doesn't like being this close with his hands empty. And I shall Misty Step to. I shall probably go here. And then as my action, a great sword of bright, shiny, silvery, can't miss it, almost liquidy silver metal. It does not at all look like a man-made greatsword because it's all wavy and nifty. Appears in his hand as his action.
Okay.
As I summon my packed weapon. Get Yankee silver swords, everybody. They're cool.
Yes.
Too bad we're not on the astral plane, and you can just
You know,
sever
they're
these
still
things'
cool.
souls.
They're still cool, okay?
All right. First golem is up. It is going to attempt to hit Fulcrum. It has disadvantage because you took the dodge action.
Yep. Really?
And it rolls 2 20s because that happened.
Yeah,
Wow.
that just happened.
They just killed my brother.
Do you need a new brother?
I might.
43 points of damage.
Holy Buddha.
Now accepting applications for godlike brother figure, please.
Thank God
Send an
about
email
those
with a
temporary
headshot.
hit points.
Yep.
I mean, I think you'd do well to consider Jor.
He's
Maybe
And
it could be
I
a
lose
reactionary
haste. I
heal
am now
spell.
frozen.
I need a reactionary heal spell. This is poop.
No, it still has disadvantage on the attack because you took the dodge, though, right?
Correct.
Okay. Next.
And I can still take reactions, weirdly, the way haste is worded. But
Does a 14 hit?
no.
Okay.
Finally, it misses with the 1.
Okay. Next one is up. It's going to turn to Usiku's shadow and attempt to hit that one.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
And
it goes away.
okay. I don't know why I'm giggling.
She's having too much fun.
Play is imminent.
At this
So-
point, you might as well just stop rolling. It automatically hits.
I think this is like Becca. This is payback.
Yeah.
So this is
This
he's
is
going
Becca's
to-
like, and we're gonna put you up on 4 CR20 creatures right now.
I don't know what you're talking about. They're not CR20. You do
They
have
a
an
plus
opportunity.
6. They're at least CR14.
yeah, they're only CR16.
Yeah.
You do have an opportunity to attack if you want to take it.
No, I
Scott.
don't.
You said you could take reactions.
He's frozen.
I can't take opportunity attacks though.
Oh, okay. Well, never mind then. So it's going to step up to where Usi is.
You're just frozen from a haste falling, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
And
Now, it
actually,
is
even
not-
if I do have an opportunity attack, I need to hold my reaction for shield in case it comes up.
Okay. Yeah, that's probably
That's
Which it
I have 3 hit
probably
points
will.
left.
And there's 2 in the lineup.
I
still.
can't get out of the way next turn or take the dodge action. Somebody has to come save me.
yeah. Yeah, technically you could take a reaction because it's not an action, but yeah.
Okay. So it's not going to be able to jump up and try to hit you, Ustiku, because it had to move 10 feet and doesn't have enough stamina to do more. We'll see if this one gets its poison spray back. It does not. Who has the cube right now?
I do.
You
course.
are now target.
Yeah. Okay, now we can't run away.
Okay,
So
so it's going to try to hit you again.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure 17 misses though,
17 misses.
and I'm pretty sure
An 18 miss. 14 miss. Yeah.
natural 1 definitely misses.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it is now Ash and Spider's turn.
All right. I'm going to call out, guys, we've been doing this wrong. Everybody shoot my target. And I'm going to put a bonus action Hunter's Mark on this guy here.
Okay.
Then I will proceed to put more arrows in him, rolling natural 20s every time. Honest.
I believe in you.
Oh, yay. Technically, I could take a bonus action during my turn.
Yay!
Well, it's a crappy roll, but
To Crawford, a bonus action is still an action.
I'm going to take
A
advantage of my
reaction is
extra
not?
dragon.
Say
Well,
that again, Travis.
Sorry, since I get an extra advantage die, I'm going to make the most of it. It didn't help. So 23 to hit.
Yeah, 23 hits.
Nice. 42 damage on that arrow.
Jesus.
That's with sneak attack. I think. Yes, that's sneak attack. And then without sneak attack, on the second attack, well, that's even suckier. Let's try the third shot. AC 16 hit.
No, unfortunately not.
Sad. And an extra d6 damage for my spell. Oops. An extra 4 piercing.
Okay.
And that's all I got. I probably had to move up to do that. So I'll have moved up and then I'll step back.
All right. It is the last clay golem's turn, who is going to have to stand up and is going to turn to where Spider is and attempt to jump up because it doesn't know you stepped back and isn't going to be able to hit you no matter what. But from the people on the other side, you see it doing that weird golem jump thing again, and it slams in the ground each time that it attempts this. Willow.
Okay. The one that was Hunter's marked is this one, correct?
Correct.
Okay. So I disadvantaged because someone was in front of me? Like if I from here, would I still have disadvantage if I were to try and shoot him again?
No, because you decided to, and I thought it was funny because you'd have to be super careful not to hit him in the nuts. We took away the disadvantage because you ducked in between his legs.
Just
So
making sure. And then I will heed Spider's words and try and shoot him again.
okay. Now you were able to hide because originally Eskrim was in front of you when you hid, and you rolled well enough that it's beyond their passive perception. So I believe you have advantage on this attack.
Okay, that was what I was going to ask. I hope. Not enough.
Yeah, sorry. No.
It's okay. No. Yeah, that's kind of really all I could do. So I'm just gonna yoink and I'll hide again. Do you want me to make stealth or concentration for it?
Stealth.
Okay. Oh wait, yeah, if I don't hit, that's not okay. And we'll do that then. That's
You are now in the position that Holcrum was in when he pulled the cube, correct?
I have no idea. I don't remember his positioning on that.
Yeah, I'm blanking on it too. It was either right there or here.
I think he was to the left.
I thought I don't remember.
I thought he was on the left when he did it because I was on the wall and I thought I was right behind him.
No, Willow was right here when he had pulled the thing. I just can't remember if Willow is now in the position Holcrum was.
I don't remember. I know I was nearby when Holcrum pulled it because I helped with disengaging the trap, but when he pulled the actual item, I don't remember where we were standing.
Okay. Well, I'm going to just call it there for convenience. And
your discretion.
Instead of us all trying to remember where he was actually standing, from where you're at and where he's kind of like split the pedestal, you should be able to see that there are arcane markings in the base of this pedestal.
Oh, well, I could do something with that.
Yep. So I will let you contemplate that.
I will contemplate.
All right. Sure.
Okay. God damn it. How bad is Hulkrum?
I'm at 3.
Ugh. Okay, and you're frozen,
move.
right?
I cannot move.
Okay, he is going to. If he was here earlier, can he see behind Hulkrum? Basically,
You probably would have been able to see a little bit behind him when you were standing over here. Yes.
I just need to be able to shadow step over there.
Okay.
I'm
You
going
should-
to. What's that?
You should be able to.
All right, I'm going to go over here, shadow step over here, and I'm going to use wave to use the cube of force to make a force field of 15 by 15 that should reach just right here with Hulkrum in it, and use 5 points so nothing can pass through it for 1 minute.
Okay. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Wouldn't 15 be right there though? Can you do 10?
I'm the center of it. So it's like 15.
So the two golems got stuck in there too, and they're stuck.
Yeah, they would be in the 15 feet as well.
Oh, damn it.
Well, they should be.
Well, can you just make it 10?
right?
The way the spell is worded, it's not like that.
Take another step to the north.
Because of there's no way to do it.
Yeah.
Not with how the dungeons are laid.
Hmm.
You can jump on top of the cage and make them come after you.
Yeah, you could.
Well, it's not 15 feet from me. It's a 15-foot square. So it just should be directly around me. So it would be 5, 10.
Well, if you're not centered, you could reach in and put it around them
Yeah.
from the
Well,
butt.
no, if
It centers on me.
yeah, so if it centers on you, does it say a 15-foot square or a 15-foot radius?
A 15-foot square.
Then that does work. Because what ends out because what ends up happening is actually you have to move forward 5 feet, but then you can do it. Because what would actually be is
Yeah, it'd just be right around me, right
Yeah.
here.
yeah.
So
that's
yeah, I
right.
do it right here.
And that
All right.
because that brings the 15 feet. This square, and where I'm at.
Yeah,
Where-
because it counts the square I'm in.
right.
So it's just directly the
I
5
was
feet
thinking
all the way
15
around
feet.
me.
I was thinking 15 feet radius around here.
No.
But it's a 15-foot square, so yeah, that works.
Okay. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
No. I'm just gonna be like, I got you, buddy. I have 1 hit point, but I got you.
So you just blocked yourself off from the bad guys now, right?
Yeah.
Yep. All right. Holcomb.
I can't do anything.
Mm-hmm. All right. Usiku.
Okay. Well, Usaku is going to try to yeah, doesn't work. Yeah, he will try to attack this guy, but it's not going to matter.
Yeah, that hits.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter because the tail's not magic.
Oh, okay.
So it's not going to hurt him. And then I will use out of frustration, he'll use a bonus action and try to push this guy with his mentally. So it'll be I think a strength save.
Okay.
Yeah.
Strength save.
Oh, yeah.
17?
Yeah, he doesn't move.
Okay. All right. And unless there's anything else you'd like to do, it's Eskrim's turn.
Well, apparently I received a mental whisper about some kind of gizmos or arcane symbols on the pedestal to look at. So, Eskrim will spare a glance to see if he can see what he's being told about before moving or deciding what to do with that knowledge that he's just been granted in his head.
Okay, you can do an arcane check or an investigation check. Right off, just looking at it, you can see 4 icons. It kind of like right at the corners of where the cube would have been. Oh yeah.
I gave him the cheats.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, but
So,
I want to.
so each
Can
of
you
these.
turn off the cheats for the clay gladiators? Because
It's way more useful.
They never rolled out well. I know.
Becca's perfect rolls at this timing.
Yeah.
Perfect.
All right. So with that roll, you can see the 4 arcane symbols where each of the 4 corners of the cube would have been. Those symbols match each of the statues that are missing their sword in these 4 alcoves.
Okay.
With that roll, you also can tell that putting a sword or some form of item that would match what that statue is looking for will deactivate that symbol.
So if we were to give a sword to one of the statues, it would probably deactivate one of the clay golems, is my suspicion.
Yes.
Yeah.
Who carries extra swords? Gosh.
Would a dagger fit?
I do.
You're busy.
You're sleepy.
Technically
And I have
not
a-
sleepy. Technically a wave of lethargy. So I'm more like punch drunk. I'm like,
All right. Well, yeah. Seeing that, I will say loudly for all to hear, if we can replace the missing items from the statues around the room, it should disarm the golems. And then, because I feel like I'm abusing my free actions, I will do an Eldritch Blast instead of going forward and using my awesome sword. Ooh, but I think I've got 2 blasts now, so that's cool.
Well, so I'm going to leave it up to you because you kind of just did your quick check. I would say you still have enough time to get up to the side of the pit.
It's fine. So I sent 2 Eldritch Blasts at probably the one closest to his brother. So I guess that one.
Okay. The 23 hits.
Gotcha. And as we all know, that just looks like a bunch of debris flying through the air at high speed, like shrapnel.
Mhm.
So 8 points of damage to that one.
Okay. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Yes, I should be nice. And bonus action healing word. Pretty sure that's a bonus action, right? Where's my things? Where did it go? Healing word. There you are. Yes, it's a bonus action. I will bonus action healing word Hulkrum as well. Well, actually, Usiku, are you injured again? Are you looking better? How are you looking?
He hasn't been down there since the last time you gave him one. So his other hit me has just died multiple times.
Okay. But this Usiku looks relatively uninjured or injured?
I will.
He looks about half of his hit points.
I will
But
But he doesn't look. He just
You
looks
get it.
frustrated because he can't hit anything.
It's
and
cool.
Not, and not to be selfish, but I would ask knows that Hulkrum has no defense against poison.
Not to be selfish, but ow!
You know what? That actually brings a good point. Did I get the poison condition on the previous attack round when I was attacked?
No.
Poison damage? Okay. Didn't know if I needed to reduce anything. Fine. Then Hulkrum the brother gets the last of my warlock spell slot healing words for exactly 8 damage again.
Poison won't go through the shield. Though.
Exact same roll, a 1
Yeah.
and a 7.
Yeah, I
Not
don't.
at all suspicious.
Does it
Oh,
go
is
through the
it-
shield?
Yeah, it's
No,
like there might be a
I
wall
paid
there.
5 and nothing goes through it.
Including healing.
Spells don't work.
Okay.
Son of a bitch. I would have known that, right?
Sorry, I didn't know that.
Okay. So
I didn't
The
realize
first-
it was a forced cage.
I didn't either.
Yeah.
all right. The first
What's bad is it extends 5 feet behind you too, right?
Yeah, so we can't leave, right?
Oh, we can. It will ignore walls and floors depending on me. If I wanted to ignore that wall, it will go through it.
Oh, okay.
So I could keep moving. I just have to pull him back with me.
Okay, so the first 2 golems are going to be pounding on the force cage. The third golem, this one up here, next to Usiku. That one had tried to use its breath before, so does not get it back. It is going to use its full movement to attempt to jump up and stab you in the face. With a natural 1, which is going to totally miss.
Yeah, it misses. And I didn't reckless last time, so.
So it would have been a straight roll because it would be at disadvantage because it's trying to jump. Okay, and I have retroactively added the damage because we figured out that Willow's first attack would have been magical.
My bad. I forgot.
It's all good. All right, Ash and Spider.
All right. Same target. It's
26 hits. Yes, that hits.
That's 39 plus. So that's 42 points on that hit. And
How would
then-
you like to describe how you killed this first golem?
Ooh, the arrow hits it in the back of the head, slamming its head forward into the force field, the wall of force, and it just kind of slumps over.
Okay, and its sword that was in its hand also clatters to the ground.
There you go.
Someone grab that!
Right?
Can I redirect my follow-up shot?
Yes, you can.
Okay, I will shoot at the one trying to hurt my wolf brother. AC
Let's
20.
just leave. We have the cube. Let's just get out of here.
I'm waiting for you
Look,
guys
there's
to
so much
get out of here.
XP here!
We haven't been getting XP. Becca has not been tracking track of this.
20 hits.
It's okay, it's okay.
Why are we still here?
Because
We're
no one's
gamers.
actually said otherwise yet.
Jordan's still
Someone-
here because Hulkram
Scott
is
has said
down
this
here.
constantly. Hulk would not say that. Hulk would be having the time of his life. Scott
Someone
How
just
old
watched
are
my
they?
brother in a force cage.
Well, that's having fun too.
So 28 points of damage, right?
Get that damage, Becca?
I did.
Okay.
Okay. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Actually, as my bonus action, can I have moved my target, my mark, over to that one before I shot him?
Yes, go ahead and roll
Is
the
that okay?
hunter's mark. Yeah, roll the hunter's mark damage.
I never remember hunter's mark, so it's kind of a thing when I do. There you go.
Okay. It is the last golem's turn, and it is going to step up here and start pounding on the force gauge with its sword. All right, Willow.
Okay, well, that was taken care of. So,
I
how
will
tall is
Sorry.
How tall is this little pillar thing, or the stand the cube was on?
So the pillar's only about 2 feet tall.
Still a daunting climb for you.
I was just gonna say this stuff. Rude to call me out though. Can I just step on top of it? I just want some height. An extra angle to aim down at this boy. He still has the hunter, correct?
The Hunter's Mark 1 is now this one.
Oh, it did transfer. Okay, I wasn't sure. Yeah, because I'm imagining I would have an easier time shooting that extra bit of height from my short place. Since I believe I am still hidden, or would you like me to not roll with advantage?
No, go ahead, roll with advantage.
Oh, well.
Yes, that hits.
Okay. This would still be psychic then.
Okay. All right. Is there
Headache the rocks to death.
Yes.
There we go. I'm good. Oh, I'll roll for stealthies again. No one sees me.
You have lost yourself as you step back on the other side of that tiny little.
What it is no one's expecting to look at me or look for me at 5 feet. They're like, that's too tall. That can't be her.
Yes.
Okay. I'm
No,
good.
I'm imagining you actually like step back behind the pillar
Okay.
and disappear.
There we go. I barely have to crouch and it hides all of me.
All right. Jor.
I'm going to try to move me and Hulk back.
I get forced back with this movement. We'll count it with my movement because I'd be next anyways. So
Okay.
So yeah, we're just going to keep on moving. I'm just dragging him around the corner.
Okay. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
No, I'm too busy yelling, "You shall not pass."
Holcomb.
how this passageway, like in front of me, is I'm gonna drag. How structurally sound would you say it is? Like if I were to damage, say, the ceiling, could we blockade these gladiators from following us?
You could certainly try. These ruins you can see
Can I
are
do an intelligence check on it?
absolutely.
Thank you.
You can do an investigation check if that's better than straight intelligence, by the way.
Okay. I am not trained in that. I couldn't have like history.
Sure, you could do history. The history of stone.
Okay, history.
Yeah.
Then there, 27.
Oh yeah. So these ruins of this temple, you can tell, are several hundred years old. They are not structurally sound. You could definitely collapse part of the ceiling, and
Without killing me and Jor.
yes, without killing you and George. You think that with a
You're just going to have to tell Jor, don't let the ceiling come down through the shield.
Key
Don't let
qualifier.
the ceiling come down to the shield, and then I'm gonna Shoryuken the ceiling with my thunder fist.
Yay!
There's my nat 20.
There it
Fucking
is. We
ceiling.
found it.
Okay.
Which I'm pretty sure, because it's thunder damage, it's max damage. So what is that?
So
20 points of damage to the ceiling on that one.
Okay. So I'm going to pause you just for a moment because you are still in the force cage. I'm imagining you are coordinating with Jor on this so that Jor drops it in time for you to do this, right? So that you could
I
actually
wouldn't be able to punch it without doing that. Yeah.
Right. Okay. So you coordinate with Jor. Jor drops the force cage so that you can punch the ceiling. Stones start falling all around you in front of it. You're able to back up so that it doesn't land on your heads. And the path in front of you is blocked.
Sweet. And then Holcomb's going to be like, I'm all for fighting tough creatures, but there's no trophies here. Let's get the hell out of here. I think I have what we came for. And that would be my turn.
Okay.
And I'm saying this very loudly.
All right. So I imagine everyone can actually hear this. The golems aren't going to be super effective trying to jump up. And the first two are actually going to try to go down the hallway. So we could leave initiative now, as you guys choose to, if you choose to leave the temple. If you want to pepper them from above, we can continue in combat.
Oh, I am going to bonus action get my temporary hit points so that I'm at 13 instead of 3.
And I'll regenerate.
Okay.
And as much as I enjoy killing them, and we're using imaginary rules where arrows don't actually disappear from my quiver at any point, it would be kind of silly to sit there and shoot them endlessly.
But we know people who have things like Eldritch Blast who could totally take care of that.
Yes.
Give me time, and I'm sure I can rig up a bomb. We can just like collapse the entire temple. Screw this place.
You know, if we want to go to a hell, like maybe Avernus, I know I have a hookup.
You know a guy?
No, guy, it's not far.
If we're out of initiative and stuff, I want to fish around in the mechanisms of this here podium thing.
Okay. Go ahead and give me either Tinkerer's tools or an investigation check.
Can I render a discerning eye for assistance without being overbearing?
Yes, you could also use Thieves' tools, I suppose. So.
Thank you. Okay, wait. Where's my Thieves' tools? Check.
I'm getting out of this temple as soon as
I'm hiding behind Spider again.
Oh, that was odd and not what I wanted.
We still see victims. I do not understand.
Okay, hold on. Sorry. There we go.
Can't see them.
Right, so with Thieves' tools, do I get advantage for Estrin being not overbearing but helpful?
Yes.
Hey, Jor,
Yeah.
you want a healing potion?
Sure.
I have a few. You need some?
Yes.
On a little glug
How
glug.
many do you want?
How many do you have?
I have 10 of them.
I love you.
I'll take a couple, I guess.
He looted the bodies of all the other sun puppies from his previous group.
Yeah.
Every time they die, I'll just take these.
My old group kept like hoarding these things. I don't know why. You want a couple?
Never use them, ever.
Yes.
I have
Okay.
a couple.
So with your Thieves' tools check, you can root around in there. The mechanisms for it seem to all be kind of arcane based. You do find several fairly large turquoise stones
Okay.
that have actually been etched with arcane runes to match the ones that match the statues. So you find 4 of those turquoise stones.
Are one of them your pet now?
I definitely
Remote
take it.
control?
Yes.
Okay,
Or
I-
the turquoise.
So I am going to go grab water just real quick while you guys talk and possibly have to convince Usaku of what you're actually doing. I will be right back.
So what are we doing?
I'm down to just shoot them from above, for sure.
We need to leave. We just leave the golems. If anything, we'll just collapse the temple. Go.
Boring though, but
Why
we
don't
don't
we-
know that that'll kill them.
Why don't we rest in the temple for a while?
Let's rest outside the temple, and then we'll come back and we'll.
I mean,
Or the people who need to take a rest can take a rest, and the people who don't can stand here for a half hour while you rest and shoot down at them until they die.
the temple's defensible.
Yeah,
so
so rest
I
isn't
walk
gonna do
over
anything
here,
for me,
I
so.
raise my leg and I piss on this one and walk this way.
Love
careful, they jump.
I'm gonna go like take a nap beneath this tree.
That sounds good. George comes with you.
Okay, so what is the plan?
We're taking
Well,
a rest.
Usiku urinated on the golems, and now we're gonna go outside and take naps.
Okay. So are you napping just on the outside of this temple, or are you heading back to where you left Raikion.
I think outside the temple. I'm gonna hide out in this little corner over here, though.
I'm gonna climb up the tree.
I was gonna say, I'm gonna climb up a tree and play with. I got my little panther creature kitty thing.
I mean, I'm good taking a short rest and getting some HP back, but I'm gonna eventually need a long rest because I'm lower on spells and
I'm okay with taking either. We can short or long. We're not on a timetable as far as we know.
What time of day is it?
Let's see. This is the second temple you guys hit.
Yeah.
yeah.
I would say it's nearing later in the afternoon at this point. You can start to see the sun beginning to dip down.
I think it was a very productive day.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think we want to jump the lava now.
Yes, please, let's not jump lava right now.
At dawn, we plan.
At dawn, we jump. What?
Yeah.
Whee! All right.
I mean, if we
So
do
long
take a
rest?
short rest, I can switch to my ranged mode and just blast the shit out of them with my sonic cannon from above. But,
Mega Man.
that seems like it just take time.
Okay, so votes for short rest versus long rest. Where are we at here?
I think if we can get a long rest, let's do a long rest.
That's what I'm thinking. The long rest still around?
I rescind my right to vote on this instance because I have taken 0 damage so far this game and have no spells or things that need to reset. So Willow's good to go.
GM's pet? What?
No, I'm just a rogue. I don't have anything. I never got enraged.
If you were a better rogue, you would have been stealing their swords from them, and we wouldn't have dealt with
I wanted to, and everybody bitched about getting out of the temple.
terrible rogue.
Can I
I
shoot
just
at
love that
them
we
while
had, like,
everyone else-
honestly, we had already gotten the box before any of this actually started.
If we are taking a long rest, I will sit in a corner and shoot arrows at them until they die. Take their sword.
The thing is, like, the two people that were
present
down
them to
there
yours.
originally with the golems were the people that could actually kind of teleport out.
Well, I could get out. The
Yeah.
only reason that it happened is because Becca was able to, because I got critted on twice, one of which was like a 1 in 400 chance to get.
It's-
Yeah,
Becky,
but
you
you
go
did have
by
some
lottery
lucky ones
ticket.
too. There were some ones she rolled too. I mean, they just have really, they're really good at hitting people.
They were very
They needed an 18 to hit me, and she managed to hit me 5 times.
6 divided by 6. Okay, as for XP, this also includes the Frog Hemoth fight, by the way.
Woohoo! 1 million.
10,984 XP per
What was
person.
that?
10,984
Okay.
XP per person.
What did we start at?
So, whatever the base of level 10 is, right?
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't know someone already knew that.
Give me a second. 'Cause I didn't know we were doing XP. I thought we were doing milestone.
That's why I want to kill them.
I feel like this is a milestone.
Right?
Yeah, now we should go back and
Yeah.
because
So I am actually including the XP for the 3 that you tracked down below because you guys effectively neutralized them even though you didn't kill them. There's no way for them to really hurt anyone that chooses to come investigate the temple again.
They are an eyesore for Willow, and she's killing them.
If we are taking a long rest, I don't need it. I can shoot them to death, tie a rope, climb down, get all my arrows and stuff back, climb back up, and still get a full night's rest.
By the way, level 10 base is 64,000.
64,000?
Yeah,
Thank you.
and to level 11 is 85,000. So we just went up half of our level.
Yeah.
Nice.
Half?
Yeah. 74.94.
Cool.
I'm actually slightly over half, but
I'm even going to take a little chunk of rock from one of them, just for spite. 'Cause they hurt. Oh, these are, I guess, my friends.
And did we
Okay.
get our long rest, or do we have to roll for it?
It's up to you guys. If you're taking a long rest, so long as you set up watches, you should be able to take a full long rest. You can roll all your hit dice to regain health before you take your rest and get them all back. But I do need to know the watch rotation because there is the possibility of something happening that people might want to interact with or not.
Well, me and Ass don't have dark vision, so we shouldn't be we should either be in the morning or first watch. We shouldn't have one of the evening watches.
I can take a mid-watch because I've got dark vision.
I definitely have dark vision. Sorry,
Well, I'm at goggles, so I do have
Yeah.
dark vision.
I have double sight. So
Oh yeah, that's right. Both of us noticed that we don't have dark
Yeah.
vision. It intentionally got stuff.
our shortfalls were covered.
Okay. So other than Willow, who is on the mid watch?
I'll take the first watch.
Okay.
I'll stand watch with Travis's character.
Okay. So this happened. I was intending for this to happen on the mid watch. So if Willow is the only one up, then only Willow is going to see this.
I'll be up because I have like that cloak on, so I have dark vision out to 120.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Mine's only up to 90.
all right. So while you guys
The
are
last
resting,
watch.
Yeah, I'll be with him then, I guess.
sounds good. So in the middle of the night, while the rest of your companions are sleeping, Willow and Jor, you see that little red crumb come back, and it's got like a couple of things that it seems to be carrying. It seems to be being really quiet, and it kind of like does some things around the camp as though it's prepping for the morning. But one of the things it does that you might want to interact with as it's going about is it takes this pot of some sort of liquid and is beginning to paint Holcrum in the middle of the night.
Can I tell what he's painting Hulkrum
Hot
with?
rod red and gold.
I'm really hoping. I'm really
Can I
hoping.
make a perception check with disadvantage to
Seriously?
wake up at this?
Orange with blue spots.
Yes, you can do a perception check with disadvantage.
I want to cast sleep on him just so he sleeps through.
I rolled an 8. I doubt I'm gonna wake up.
I want
Yeah.
to go over and see if I can peek into that pot and see what it is he's painting Hulkrum with.
It's gold paint. It is gold paint because Holcrum, when he was initially in his armor when you guys
Yeah.
met the Grung, and his armor's all kind of gold, but now he's sleeping, so he's kind of greenish. So
I'll
so yeah,
So he's painting because I'm gray.
You're the wrong color now.
Because you're naked.
But you're naked.
No, it's because Grung's caste system, green are the lowest caste, gold are the highest caste. He's making me a gold Grung.
So, what should I roll for Willow to know what any of that is or means? Because I don't know if she has grungs where she's.
so that would be either a history check or a nature check.
Oh, they're both a 2. So I'll.
George's like, Cookie, don't interrupt. He's painting his god.
I'm trying to learn. It's a learn and
Okay.
interested in this thing's culture.
All right, so I will say with the 17, you have heard some things about Grung. You know that they are a caste-based system, and their caste is based on the color of their skin. And that sounds really racist, but they actually,
But the Grung are super racist.
they are super racist.
Yeah.
They're also super casteist system, where green is the lowest.
Yeah.
Red is just below the orange and gold. Gold is the highest tier. You also, with that, know that a grung, through what it eats, and possibly a magical ritual, could change its color to a different caste. So
Okay.
if it had managed to exemplify itself, or
Eat the right
impress
insects is really about eating the right insects.
yeah, he's got to eat the right insects and have the right ritual performed, and he'll go up a caste. So with that, you can also see that, yes, he is painting fulcrum gold, but he's also gently chanting a spell under his breath.
Hey, should you maybe not? Because he's sleeping and may not want you to do that. And if it doesn't respond, I'll say the same thing in its head.
Okay. So he turns to you and his big black eyes kind of blink, and then he kind of like boops you on the nose with the stick. And goes, he needs to be gold. And then
He's just not gold when he sleeps. He'll be gold when he wakes up again.
yes, he will, and forevermore afterwards. He continues to painting.
Does this look like, is he being painted with actual liquid gold, or is it just a metallic pigment paint?
It looks like there might actually be some gold in the paint itself.
I'm pretty sure Perception 8 would actually, if I was being painted with molten gold, probably would wake up.
That's why I was like, are you sleeping? And he's like, don't mind me. It is it's melting point metal, but still.
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
it's
it's
gold
like
mud.
There's actually a sedative mixed in, so it's numbing the skin as it's
There's also opium or something in it.
Yeah.
It's going to be a great supervillain when we're done.
Yeah.
So
It's not
it's
my
like
fault at
flecks of gold. It's not like molten gold.
Right. Okay. I'll go. I'll leave you to that then, I guess. Can I borrow some of that though?
You going to paint the other one? There should only be one gold. Just one.
No. I'm not going to paint anyone with it. I just think it's very pretty, and I want to be reminded of I don't know how pretty the color is. It's very pretty. I can't remember if he said he didn't want to be referred to as a god, so I don't want to double down.
He
on
didn't.
That. No.
He did not. He was very angry
Okay.
for that one.
I just, it's such a pretty color. I can see why you want to paint him that. I just want a little reminder.
Sure, go ahead.
Okay, I'll take one of my many vials and fill it with that.
Specifically, Hulk had told Eskrim that he had told Eskrim to not pull this god crap ever again. He'd already told him not to pull. Like, apparently this
It's
has
not the
happened
first
before.
time. Yeah, it's not the first time. It won't be the last time.
Alright. I'm just introducing myself to the grunt because I don't think we actually met before, and then pat him on the head and go back up to the roof.
So you actually pet him on the head?
Oh no!
Do I know not to?
I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Would I have known not to? I don't know if she would know that, but
I don't know how much Willow had paid attention in the previous fight.
I don't.
The only
think
one that was really affected was the wizard, who suddenly was terrified of your party.
And that was never, I think, explained to her because she was on the other side fighting the tentacle thing.
It's like you've seen Jor touch them.
Yeah,
You've
so
seen
it's
other
fine.
people that are just all poisoned.
Yeah, it's fine.
Them-
She thinks it's super fine.
Dim is going to be super proud of you somewhere. Like,
Okay, Grung.
at least she didn't lick him.
Yeah, so for the next minute, you use every action to eat.
Oh, that's perfect.
Yeah, you are
All the
suddenly.
cookies.
I start,
suddenly
yeah.
You've
She
got
literally
the
is a cookie monster.
Can I get a perception roll with disadvantage to wake up to the?
I was just gonna say, I down all of the snacks that I have, and when that minute's up and I realize I'm out of snacks, go, oh shit. So I'll start a fire to make more cookies. So yeah, I'll start. I use the rest of my watch to bake replacements because I don't know what came over me.
Okay.
I'm imagining Hulk waking up, painted gold with cookie crumbs like all over the place.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
Everything smells like brown sugar.
Yeah.
And when you brush off the cookie crumbs, it's like green freckles.
Yeah.
Now, the Grung does also, after Willow finishes making cookies, makes a form of pancake for everyone with special pancakes set aside for Holcomb.
They also are painted gold.
They are not painted gold.
It's the ugliest.
I do not know if anyone wants to do any investigation before you eat said pancakes.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we do. I know better than to trust special food now.
Okay, so this would be a survival check to identify what the Grung was using.
Okay, survival A. That's unfortunate.
Okay, so
And And when I wake up, Hulk does not check himself in the mirror. He just kind of like, that's more of an esque thing to worry about it. He just like braids his hair, sits down, is not even paying attention. Just...
Okay, with Hulk's survival, as you're eating, you realize that it's mostly grubs and various insects, along with some pungent mushrooms in the pancakes.
I pick the pungent mushrooms out, but like the grubs, I don't like a protein. I've ate worse. But I'm not eating any unidentified mushrooms. I've done that once. Never again.
I was gonna say, with a 9, how long does it take before I notice mushrooms?
A little bit. You've definitely eaten at least 1 or 2 pancakes before you realize there's mushrooms in it.
By the time I
Don't
realize,
eat the mushrooms.
I immediately stop eating them once I realize that they're mushrooms, and I'm like a little panicky, and I'll put them away, and I'll just take a step back and hang out further away for a
George's
little
like,
while.
I don't understand why nobody likes mushrooms. I found out that lately I could eat any mushrooms I want, and I don't get sick anymore.
Of course not.
Like
I've been eating Jor's cooking, and I don't get sick either.
Farm.
Okay.
Did anybody else like get the weird sensations of sleeping? Like something was tickling them?
Perhaps it was a divine connection with what the mortals call gods. But I say that in gift, so that's a joke between you and
I blink at my brother. Finally look down at my arm. We passed a lake somewhere on the way here, right?
There's a lake of lava over
There's like
that
a river
way.
that way, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna walk off to the river and wash all this gold paint off of me.
Okay.
But you might make the grung sad.
I
Just
don't
gonna paint you
care.
again tomorrow night.
Every night this happens, if I'm there, I'm just gonna get another vial of that gold.
I'm gonna look at the grung and that if he's anywhere around, I'm like, I am not your god.
Nope, you're my gold.
I am not gold. And then I like scratch at the paint. I'm like, I'm green. Green.
He seems to look at you very, very confused.
The pen is blue. The pen is blue.
If I
When
wake
he
up gold
does
again,
object-
I'm going to throw you into the lava.
What a vengeful god! Blind obedience or death, golly.
So it kind of makes this squeak sound and actually hides behind Willow.
I won't pat it again, but I'm gonna mime as if I'm patting, like, it's okay. Just stop painting him gold in his sleep.
I use minor illusion to put a golden halo above, like floating above his head.
After I wash the paint off, I'm going to reactivate my armor, which is
Gold.
mildly gold. I don't know why he keeps on thinking I'm the gold.
I think he just really likes you.
He's trying to compromise with you. You don't like the title God, so he's calling you gold as a compromise. I think it's your maturity, and you should
You
really
remember last time, right? Like they tried to throw me into a volcano.
Well,
Well,
that's what happens to
I
gods.
mean, in fairness, who hasn't tried to throw you in a
And the
volcano?
time before that,
Yeah, George raises his hand.
what was I supposed to do with like 14 maidens they kept on trying to like feed me their
Build an
hearts?
army! Build an army.
There you go.
They're
I thought
maidens,
we
they're young.
stopped
They can
doing
get strong.
this.
Well, if you stop taking me to these primitive backwater worlds in the name of your hunts, perhaps I could find more entertaining ways to spend my time than playing with the, religions.
What does Usaku think of all of this?
He's just watching.
He's a warg.
Doesn't quite understand.
I mean, this was probably all a Gith, so you're absolutely.
Aw, god damn it. Fine. Play my last.
Spider
Follow along with the grung. Just chat. Fine.
Spider thinks he prefers gnolls to hobgoblins now. Hobgoblins are weird.
Oh yeah, because you still think we're hobgoblins.
Oh, I guess.
Okay, so I think where are we headed now? Because we were what the here, right?
We're
Yeah.
going to Mustafar next, aren't we?
Okay, so I was going here because I needed to go wash this crap off.
Bam Man was going to jump the lava.
Yeah. I was really looking forward to seeing you jump
We
across.
want to see it.
I mean, you could just
jump,
fly.
jump.
We
Sitting
could, yes, but we really wanted to see you jump.
I feel like if I jump, this one's going to think I'm even more that I'm a god.
I know.
Yeah, so the
I will look at the grung and I will just say, if this one falls, should we throw you in after him?
it once again makes this kind of like eep sound and goes, no, nothing about going into lava. That's part of following the gold.
Esky looks at Willow and nods toward that conversation. She says, I
Your
like
worship
that.
is weak.
So, what path would you like to take?
I mean, there's a bridge right here, right?
There is a very large tree that has fallen right there.
Okay.
And-
Oh, how cute. Look at the tree.
And I mean, this is a waterfall, so I'm assuming the current's really, really fast.
Yes.
Plus all the steam coming up from the lava.
Yeah, I don't really want to fall off the waterfall. And I have to hold off on my super jump until we get to the cliff, because apparently that's a thing I have to do.
Apparently.
So I vote bridge, unless somebody else sees something on the map.
That's fair. We don't want the grung to see you walking on water. They might get the wrong idea again.
I can't walk on water.
But you
I
can.
bet if we give you enough time, you
Actually,
could figure it
indicate
out.
the really heavy armor. Like I kind of sink when.
I bet if we
Right.
gave you long enough, you could figure out a way to make it happen.
Well, yeah, but I feel like the small quick one that saved my hide. Yet, by the way, thank you for that. That we could probably walk on water without even trying.
Why walk on water when there's a tree right there? Are we at the tree? Are we there, by the way?
Well, you might be walking up towards it.
Oh, right.
Right down here is where Holcomb had decided to wash off the paint.
Yeah.
Start heading for the tree. Then.
Okay. When you get to the tree, it is a large tree. It's a good 3 feet wide. It fully crosses the entire river.
Mhm.
Anyone with a passive perception of 14 and higher can see on the other side of this tree, there does seem to be some bones sticking out of the underbrush.
Something died over there.
Lots of something.
Do you think it was a lich? It would be a shame if our hunt was prematurely over.
Did the tree fall on him? and
Perhaps
crush
it is a lich and is waiting in ambush.
Ah.
We should eat the lich because that's why we're here.
There you go.
Do you want me to fire at it and see if it moves?
When you
Is
say
it flammable?
fire, do you mean with your crossbow or do you mean literal fire?
Would you like to give me literal fire?
How far away is the skeleton?
Yeah. How far across is this river?
Yeah, I heard gods give literal fire.
Yeah. Right.
It's only about
Nah.
40 feet across.
How
What's
far?
the range on Mage Hand?
40.
40. Oh, I can shoot that.
Nope, 30. Sorry, I can't maintain it from here.
I want to shoot it.
Okay.
Pile of bones. May I shoot it?
Go right ahead.
I'm just going to shoot at the pile.
You can try.
Okay, so you see her arrow flies across the river. It sinks down into what looks like might be the rib cage. The bones don't move.
I think you're good. I'll hop up on the tree and start walking across.
Okay.
It's as wide as I am tall. I'm sure I feel very comfortable here.
Yes.
I'm nice and safe.
When you reach to the other side where the bones are, you can see it is humanoid type bones, except it has a tail, has kind of like a jaguar shape to its skull.
Okay.
There is adventuring gear that is rotting around it. It looks like this corpse may have been 10, 15 years old.
Okay.
And the bones themselves seem to be scorched by some sort of fire.
I think the fire already got here. I want to sort through the bag and get my arrow back.
Okay.
I'm just gonna cross the bridge and look at the bones and like pick up the skull and put it in my bag.
Okay.
Really, brother? You didn't even kill that one.
No, this is I'm pretty sure this is a tabaxi. We might be able to find their parents or something. There might be a reward.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
He lied. It's just going to go on the wall.
Okay. So, walking down this main thoroughfare to the left here, you can see another temple-like looking thing. To the south, which would be to your right, there seems to be other smaller buildings. I am guessing, this is just a guess, that you're coming over to this area to attempt your jump?
Yep.
Yes.
And by my calculations, it's 60 feet, so I can make that.
Okay.
Was there nothing in the bag, like a map or anything like that?
Oh, you were actually looking through the bag?
Yeah.
Okay. You find several things.
Okay.
You do find a map. It looks like it's a map of this area of Omu with little scribbles and notes written in, including some notes regarding mages or red mages and a dragon and some other random things.
Okay.
The notes are all signed Bag of Nails.
Okay.
In the bag itself, you can actually see parts of what looks like there was like bags on the side of the main bag that looked like he had been hunting. Only in each of those bags seems to be humanoid type bones, not animal bones.
Okay.
And you also find a book that seems to be translations of some language you don't recognize into Common. So with that, one of the things...
I definitely take the book and the map, but unlike real world me, I would have no interest in the bones, so I'll leave them.
Okay.
I have the skull. That's an important bit.
Yeah, but you can do a lot of cool shit with fingers.
Which one?
And phalanges.
Hey,
They make good
Becca?
decorative pieces.
Yes.
Does the skull still have like the fangs on it? Or is it just
Yes.
the top? It's the top jaw, right? It's tabaxi. So does it have tabaxi fangs on it?
It does, and with you being a taxidermist, you can tell that whatever this tabaxi was an older male tabaxi, but it does still have both of those fangs.
Sweet. Okay.
If Willow wants assistance with translating the book, I will inform her I know a ritual that I can cast that will enable me to understand what it's about.
Yeah, maybe when we sit down for the night, we can do that.
Okay.
While everyone is looking at this body, I am taking the opportunity at the river to look for small animals, slightly larger animals, because I don't eat pancakes.
I go to the river with him, and I'm going to just ask Wave to talk some animal fishy friends closer.
Okay, so
Because it has fish command and it speaks with animals too.
You are
Yeah.
now chum.
Wave responds, yes, finally some fishy stuff. And all of the river fish start coming up right to the feet where Jor's feet are.
Thank you. We thank you.
I'm sure Jor's happy that
You are
Wave
property.
isn't humming sea shanties. He's probably been humming them. Doesn't even know what they are, but he's been humming them because Wave just keeps on humming.
Yes.
That's not maddening at all.
Constance and shanties.
While they're doing that, I'm gonna head to the place or the nearest to where we're going.
Mm-hmm.
Take out my rope, poke a hole in the back of the skull, and be like, I mean, I can make the jump, but this might be easier. And I make a makeshift grappling hook out of the skull.
Okay.
Of course you do. I mean, after a decade, it wouldn't have actually degraded too much.
It's pretty bleached at this point, I would imagine. So.
It depends. Is this a temperate? Never mind. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't
Never mind.
matter.
Never mind.
I'm only doing this. I have a grappling hook. I'm only doing this to annoy Shane.
Okay. So you use the skull as a grappling hook. Go ahead and give me an athletics or acrobatics check.
Okay.
Be disadvantaged because you.
25.
Oh yeah, that skull sinks in between two other rocks. And, I mean, you think it would definitely hold Willow and probably Jor.
George's shadow steps across.
I hook it around a post, and then I'll be like, this is so we can get back, and then I'll go ahead and cast jump on myself and just jump to 60 feet.
Okay. How is everyone else wanting to get across?
I was told Eskrim promised me that he would help me across, so my path should be taken care of.
I was curious to see if you were going to remember that.
Oh, of course, you promised me something in game. I'm going to remember.
Well, then, very well. Eskrim will polymorph into a giant eagle.
Yes.
You know,
Fly
carry
for
her
me.
across.
Okay.
I'll be very
I
nice.
do indicate to the grung that if he wants to continue to follow us, he has to cross the rope.
Okay, well, the grung with his sticky feet hangs upside down, but crawls right across on the rope.
Go, go.
By the time he gets to the other side, though, because it is 60 feet and it's above lava, his skin is looking kind of dry. He takes out a water bottle and starts dousing himself over the head with the water bottle, rehydrating his own skin.
Yeah. I don't like the thought of that.
Was our work friend able to get across?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to do that.
I was wondering. I was like, can a giant eagle carry a warg?
I don't think so.
Because I don't think so.
We need our wizard. Where's our wizard with fly?
Which actually
About
we need to figure out.
10 feet too far for me.
Does
Can
Derek
you
have
do a
fly
running
on his,
jump?
on his sheet? Could he?
He was
could
flying
both
last
of them-
time.
Was he?
Yeah.
But he has a broom of flying.
Oh, does he?
Does. Let's look at his.
Could you go like 10 feet on the rope and then do the maneuver?
He did not fill that out, so we don't have it. I do not know what
There's
spells he has.
no way that I am not falling off of that rope.
What if we make a harness and like?
I was gonna say, what if before we went over, Willow, we'd like tie a rope around you and fly across, and we hold onto it to like stabilize you so that you can go that 10 feet to your magic and get over here. And if something happens, then we're holding it on the other end.
I mean, could a giant eagle pick up a word?
What size is a giant eagle?
Is it large?
I figured it was large enough to pick up a halfling and just
Yeah, halflings and like a single human are no problem for a giant eagle, but I think a warg is also a large creature, so I don't think you can actually fly with them.
Yeah.
Yeah, giant eagles are only
Trying to
size
figure out
large.
the smallest.
You don't have to
Well,
fly, just
little party.
glide.
That's what I was gonna say. How are these on par? Can
Oh,
I
well,
glide as the crow?
okay. Right here,
Large.
it's
Yeah.
like 50.
Glide far enough for him to do it, to use his ability. Just glide that 10 feet with him.
Right. Well, if he jumps and I like meet him midair and we do like a
Oh my god.
I mean, I will be ready where it's the closest at that 50 feet to be able to try like catch the warg.
and I can
strong
legit
enough to do
communicate
it.
still because I've got universal speech. So
Okay.
I'll cross the rope and I'll help with the catching effort. This should be fun.
Okay.
We might all fall into the lava. This could be good.
just trying to get our warg across.
All right. So to gather the
This
plan,
is like sheer, right?
yeah, it's a sheer drop.
I still tie the harness around him because it makes me nervous, and I tie it to a tree on this end.
What if he doesn't allow it?
If he allows it, I would like to do that because it makes me nervous. If nothing else, you at least won't plummet to your death.
Okay. So we're tying
Okay.
the rope around the warg, finding the narrowest spot. The warg is going to run and try to jump across, with everyone else trying to catch him on the other side.
Right.
I'm actually, you know what? We could use me as a leapfrog platform. Because if I'm flying through the middle and he jumps over and like bounces after me, I'll go down, but there's still plenty of room for me to level off and pull back up.
He jumps and breaks your back. That's not how physics works. Bird bones are very
He's a
thin.
ninja warg.
That's
The spirit warg has no weight.
okay. Nope. This is a magic world. I'm gonna be quiet. I
There you go.
set up the safety net. I am no longer a part of this.
Just have the echo appear underneath you, and if you start to miss, use them as a spring platform halfway.
Right?
Holgram will offer. You could just like bite onto the rope that's over there once everybody's across, and I can just like we can Tarzan you and pull you up.
That rope is strong enough to hold a 400-pound warg.
Well, the problem is, I think the rope is, but the heat might cause some problems. Once you're dangling 100 feet, you'll be only 100 feet above the lava, and we'll have to be really
question.
quick.
Right.
Is that one of the temples over there, or are we just doing this for fun?
Well, we think that might be a temple over there.
We're
We're
pretty
spending
sure.
a lot of resources on the assumption that it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
We've given you like 4 different options here.
So-
You're gonna have to choose which one you like the best.
so okay, so this is
Let's go build a bridge. Shut down some trees. It'll be fine.
we are going to trust you.
Yeah.
When I jump, pull the rope as hard as you can. Just pull the rope and hold it.
Okay.
Do I need to roll something to climb across, or what?
An athletics check to make sure you can hold on to the rope.
I still feel like the leapfrog plan was the best one.
Okay. So you see Spider crawl across the rope, kind of similar to how the Grung did. And for the warg, how far can you jump?
18 feet, right? It's your strength score.
Yeah, it's your strength score. So I had to pull him the 20 feet. And who's ever, and I'm assuming that I have the highest athletics of those of us on this side at +9.
Mine's 11.
You don't have to pull me all the way. I just have to get 30 feet dangling on this sheer cliff, and then I can get up.
Okay.
Spider,
But my
Spider plus
teleport's
11,
really
so-
slow. It
oh,
takes
no.
2 rounds to do it.
Okay.
Yikes.
But okay, so Spider has a +11, so Fulcrum will help Spider with the athletics to do the initial pull, the other pull. so he can get advantage on his athletics check.
All right, Spider, give me another athletics check with advantage.
I feel like I should just turn the ward into the giant eagle.
All right. I think with a 28, you're able to pull him. Uski is kind of dangling below you about 30 feet on the sheer cliff. After you were able to pull him, he does kind of fall and smacks on the side.
Just like sheep throwing back home.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So you kind of swing and slam into the side of this pillar. And then you're going to do your shifting of your shadow,
Then
right?
I can put the shadow up 30 feet on this and then shift with the shadow.
Okay.
And when he gets up, we will instruct him on the fine art of the high five.
And then I'm gonna turn to ask him, like, next time, let's just turn UC into the eagle.
But I promised to Willow that I would handle this.
Okay. With that, you have all safely gotten over to this tiny island amongst the lava, and I think that's where we are going to call it for tonight. Because
Oh, come on. It starts collapsing into the lava. That would be hilarious.
This isn't Paladins.
I'm
Roll
good to
D100.
kill a giant eagle.